Thank you once again for joining me because my stupid laptop crashed on me. So we're back recording again. I appreciate your time, sir.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
All right. So I want you to just introduce yourself. Tell everybody who is on the author spotlight this time.
See, I was prepared last time.
Flip-flopping now, flip-flopping.
Yeah. My name is Sylvester Barzey. I am a military veteran, Army veteran, husband, father to one little monster. You'll probably be able to hear him. And I am a horror and fantasy writer. I focus on survival horror. So I write in the post-apocalyptic world. My post-apocalyptic series is called Planet Dead. And I recently just put out 2 other horror books. One is called Stitches. It's a short story collection. And the other is a Kindle novella series called Generation Slayer, which is a post-apocalyptic vampire story based in New York.
Okay, so that one's not on the site though, right? Is it? Is that one up yet?
It's on Kindle novella. So
okay.
Like they do it like one chapter at a time. I talk about it on my website, but yeah. Right now it's just on Kindle novella, and then probably once all those chapters are done and my contract's done with Vella, then I'll probably publish it as a whole book.
Okay, because I always got to bring up my copies. I got mine here, so I'm behind because you have so that would be 7 or 8 books altogether.
Yeah, it's fitting to, it's 6 right now. It's fitting to be 7 probably by the end of October, because you have the Briggs Boys.
Yes.
But I'll be republishing the Briggs Boys with a cover and everything, because it's unpublished right now.
Okay.
So I'll be putting that back out. Yeah.
All right. Dope. Okay, so we'll have to talk Candyman and Walking Dead, because I don't know if you're caught up on Walking Dead. I'm kind of tapping out, but we'll have that combo, and then obviously we'll talk about Candyman in a little bit. But so your overall brand, would you say it's horror, or how do you describe? Because you did say survival books, post-apocalyptic. I would say you're very good at branding. Everything you do is like to a T. So I applaud you on that. I'm trying to learn from the greats like you. But no, your website is legit. You guys have to go check out his website. So just talk a little bit about the inspiration behind your branding, because it's awesome.
My branding is, my main focus is to I want to make Black people feel seen. I want to make them feel seen in the genres that I love, and just everything that I do. Like, I follow wrestling and I love Black wrestlers. I promote Black wrestlers. I promote Black horror. So it's like when things happen online, I normally just push a Black face towards it. It's like they have Women in Horror Month, and that's in February, which is Black History Month. So I do Black Women in Horror Month.
Nice.
So that's what I do. And as far as like genre-esque, or what my books are, I say I write books for survivors, because most of my stories are about that one person just overcoming something extreme. Even we did a YA fantasy series. It's called The Realm, that I wrote with my wife, and that's about a young Black girl in New Orleans finding out that she's like this oracle to a magical world, and either she can go with them and leave her family behind, or she can stay and they'll just be like, you get reincarnated anyway, so we just finna kill you and find another one. So it's just all about just waking up one day and having to survive something that's extreme. And I like showcasing Black people and the Black community within that aspect, because I believe throughout our history, we are survivors. That's what we've done. We've just overcome everything that's been thrown towards us. So I don't see why that's not showcased as much within fiction.
That's what's up. That's an amazing answer. Nothing I need to add to that. It's a great answer. And it's, kind of across the board, I would feel that, a lot of authors of color have that same kind of passion and drive to put, the narrative and the face to these stories. And so it's something that I definitely strive for too. So Glad to hear, everybody's on the same page. All right. So go through the books very quickly and just kind of give a synopsis, because Catherine is like my favorite of all time. But like, yeah, so we start out with Planet Dead, then we go through that, and then we have the realm. I was looking on the website, Stitches is there, and then Love Bites. Is that something new, or am I late to the game?
Love Bites is like an exclusive ebook that people get when they sign up for my newsletter. So if you read Planet Dead 1, Catherine talks about these people who stole her car when she was at Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, Love Bites is about those people.
Okay. All right.
So it
I'm gonna
follows
get that
them.
too. Okay, yeah. So take us through Catherine's story.
All right. So Planet Dead right now is 3 books out right now. So part 1, I would say, is it's very much like Night of the Living Dead, especially like the first 2 chapters. It takes place in a farmhouse. Catherine's just this shotgun wielding woman who saves this girl who comes running through the woods with zombies behind her. And then it goes the same path as a normal zombie story. And then there's potholes that she hits. She runs into cannibalistic clowns. You meet the ringmaster.
I was about to say, it is not like typical zombie. No, because once he enters the story, all the other stuff's out the window. So.
Yeah, you meet the ringmaster, who is just this like uber rich nutcase. Like I believe he reminds me a lot of I'm gonna forget his name, Ted Bundy. There you go. He reminds me a lot of Ted Bundy. And
yes, unfortunately, that's total inspiration right there.
Yeah, so that book, Planet Dead, a lot of people get mad, but Planet Dead leaves you on a cliffhanger. But we're already at book 3, so I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows. But book 2 is a prequel, so it takes you back, because in the world of Planet Dead, you believe that the zombie outbreak is around the world right now, but America has been so isolated from all its allies, and it built the wall. So there's like this giant electrical wall that keeps Mexico away from America. So they weren't really seeing anything. And then the outbreak happens in Washington, D.C., and the president goes missing. And then it happens in Georgia. But you find out in Planet Dead 2 that the outbreak already happened months before, and it happened in Texas, but it was isolated and they wiped it out. Well, okay, yeah. So Planet Dead 2. Okay, so and that follows a character you meet in 1. His name was Patient Zero. You find out his name is Christian Fidel. Yep. He is a Mexican American who's dealing with the loss of his father and working in a hotel. And he goes to the holiday party, and it's just crazy zombie stuff. I love that one, because I feel like I've always loved Hector. Hector is just hilarious, and I felt like there was a lot more comedy in that one. I like that.
I think the banter in that book was so good. Very good dialogue written in there.
Yeah. And then Planet Dead 3, we travel and we go to New Orleans, and we encounter what the apocalypse is like over there. We see that the city's kind of like broken down into like little factions or little areas. There's you meet the voodoo queen Marie Laveau, and Catherine gets taken in by a church of good doers or something. Or ne'er-do-wells, or whatever you want to call it, but it's a group of people in church.
Right.
Yeah. And Catherine's main goal has been since page 1 to find Jordan and reunite her family. Okay. So just throughout the series, her family's kind of grown.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to give up no spoilers or nothing. They have to go back and read it. So with Ted Bundy, obviously being this dude's inspiration, what about Catherine? Who do you have like a particular inspiration for Catherine?
I set out making Catherine. I really wanted to like make my own Sarah Connor, like Terminator 2 Sarah Connor is like
the best.
the epitome of the badass final girl. So I was just like, I'm gonna make that. And that's what I'm gonna do in this book. So like a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but I've gotten a few reviews that are like, Catherine's mean. I was just like, well, she's like Sarah Connor. Y'all loved her.
Well,
so.
but I don't know. I don't know if she's mean or she's just like, she has her eye on the prize. She's on a mission. Like, I don't have time to be, sharing pleasantries.
She just
with
doesn't
people.
like dumb stuff. She doesn't want to deal with things that are gonna take her off track and stuff.
Yeah. Catherine's dope. I think out of everybody, Catherine's my ultimate favorite out of everybody.
And I was just raised by strong Black women, so that's just what came about. Like at first, it's really sad because at first when I was first writing Catherine, she was originally white, and then like I was like online, and there was this like big old indie comic book movement, and this creator was like pushing I was like, oh, I want to do that one day. I want to just like be at the forefront of pushing Black people into something. And then my wife was like, why isn't Catherine Black? And I was just like, she can't be. And that just stopped everything. And I was just like, whoa, like the genre of final girls just kind of like brainwashed me into believing your survivor has to be this white woman who just overcomes. Right. So after that, I went back to the drawing board. I just changed everything, made Catherine Black, and I never looked back after that. She's just my final girl.
Dope. What can people find in the Survivor's Den on the website? What kind of content is there?
The Survivor's Den. Well, this year there's not much because we've been hit with a lot of personal things, but the Survivor's Den was really cool because I wanted to do things for my readers. Like most people pull in their readers with a story or a free book, and I have that. But I was just like, I call my readers survivors, and I just wanted a place where we can just like talk about horror movies and talk about things. One thing we did that I didn't get to finish, but I was having a lot of fun with it. We did like fantasy football, except for The Walking Dead. So
that's dope.
They all had their individual teams and they all picked their characters. And then we tallied up the points at the end of every episode. And that thing was a harder job than I thought.
You had to bring that back or something. I mean, that's legit though.
Yeah, it was fun though. That was like the funnest thing that I think we did. And then like sometimes I'll do like random little thought podcasts for them. Like I talked about who lost more in The Walking Dead, Carol or Maggie. And the one thing I'm trying to work on right now, I want to make like a bug out bag checklist. And have like where you can get what store has it cheapest. So it'd be like, oh, you need a purifier thing, you can get it at Amazon for $15.
Gotcha. Okay, that's dope. I like that idea. I like that idea.
So the Survivor's Den is just a private blog. All their readers have like their password, and then they just go in. They get like anything that happens on my regular blog, they normally get it like a week in advance.
Okay.
And, things like that.
All right. Dope again. All right. So the what is it? The Black Geek Couple Podcast. Let's dive into that if we can, because I've already listened to some. So
that's my wife's baby. She just gets real amped up about doing it, and I just need to be more like gung ho and like scheduling.
You better come on. Yes,
I have to be like, oh, we need to get it done. But it's just me and my wife just geeking out about. Right now, it's been a lot of horror, but we plan on doing like true crime and maybe trash TV, because on Tuesdays we have trash TV night. So she basically records all her favorite shows, and then we devote a Tuesday to just watch them.
Okay. I'm with it. I love that idea.
So we basically just banter back and forth and argue about
you
things.
Guys are hilarious. Podcast is so good.
We want to do a final girl showdown. So basically we're each going to pick 3 final girls.
Okay.
And we'll know which ones we pick, but we'll pick we're gonna pick our order, and then they'll face off. So we won't know the order. So so then it'll be like, oh, is she better than your choice? And then we'll just debate.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'll be looking out for that one.
Yeah.
For sure. So what have been some of your writing inspirations over the years? What got you going with wanting to start telling these stories?
I always credit what got me into like actually publishing was a series called Slow Burn by Bobby Adair.
Mhm.
Like I got the audiobook and I was laughing out loud, and like I got to the end, I think, like of book 3, and I was like, this is the emotion that I want to bring out of people. I want people to just kind of forget what's going on with their life and just get wrapped up in a story.
Yeah.
And through that story, laugh, have fun, and maybe even learn something. Just feel like I like my thing with Catherine is the same thing that I have with like Sydney Prescott. Like whenever I was like depressed or something, I'd go watch Scream and I'd watch Sydney, and then Sydney would like overcome and turn the tables on Ghostface. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, if Sydney survived almost being killed at college, I could survive this.
Right.
Yeah, so it was just that book really propelled me into wanting to publish. It's kind of weird too, even like this YouTuber, Matt Santoro. I don't follow him anymore, but I used to follow him. But he was based in Canada, in some small town in Canada, and then he was like, I'm gonna move to Toronto and chase this dream. And that was around the time I was writing. So I was just like, yeah, man, you just like, if you love something and you wake up and you just want to do it, I just feel like there shouldn't be anything that keeps you from doing it. So like when I was first really getting into publishing, I was like gun ho. I was like, I woke up at like 4 a.m. I'd write for like 2 or 3 hours before work. I'd stay up like an hour late and write. And like I had the whole Instagram writer page where people would see me and I'd take pictures of myself writing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, that was early days, and Bobby Adair really helped me get into writing, I guess.
Okay, cool. Going back just a little bit, you had mentioned The Realm, Love Bites, and then the latest project, Stitches. What can people find in Stitches?
Stitches is when I first started, I started like just there was anthologies around, and they were just like, oh, would you want to be in this anthology? And I was like, yeah. And before I knew it, I agreed to like 3 anthologies within like my first year, and I was like, I'm in over my head. I don't know what to do.
Oh no, were they all horror genre?
Yeah, they were all
okay.
horror. But my favorite thing about anthologies is just I can do what I want, and it's just kind of in someone else's book. Like I can test out things to see if it would even work in my writing. So I like that. It's just kind of like an experimental thing. But I've gotten to a point, and anthologies help you build a following. So I've gotten to a point where I have a decent following, and I realized that some of my readers haven't read all my short stories. So I went through all the anthologies that I was in, and I collected my stories, and I've written some flash fiction too. I put that in there, and I just stitched them all together in stitches.
Dope. All right. So what can the people expect for you in the future? Like anything cooking in the kitchen right now that we don't know about? Any spoilers?
Yeah. I'm really interested in audio. Like I really want to start putting out audio books and audio content. So that's what I'm looking at.
Dude, I hope you do, and I hope it's like one of those full scale ones where there's like background noise, like the whole audio experience. That's the kind of writing you give. So I want to hear that. Yeah.
That would be dope. That would be real cool. The Briggs Boys is coming out, and what else have I been up to? I've just got a few projects that I'm working on. Like I'm working on this kind of one thing that me and my wife want to do together. We want to write a Great Gatsby book. So
that's one of my faves, not gonna lie.
You want to do a Great Gatsby retelling.
Okay.
And I don't want to say how we gonna do it, but
yeah.
Fire.
Okay, I'm with it. All right.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I just got I got a lot of goals and just a lot of things that I want to do. And I'm writing full time now, so it's just kind of on me. So it's just as hard as I'm willing to work, and I want to work hard. That's all.
Right, absolutely. Well, you're well on your way, far beyond where I'm at. So you're one of those authors that I look up to, somebody that, you know, I just am like, what's the word, inspired by the work ethic that you have. So yeah, where can the people find you? Where do you want them to go to seek you out, sir?
Okay, well, you can find me at sylvesterbarzey.com. All my social media links, or any, like, if you need to just get quick access to anything, you could go to sylvesterbarzey.com/links, and that's where everything is. But on social media, you can find me at Sylvester Barzey, basically everywhere. So that's me.
Sounds good. Well, thank you for your time, sharing a little bit about the books and everything, and then what's to come for you. Tell your wife I said hello, ready for another episode of the podcast.
Okay.
And I just appreciate you. And then if there's anything I can do to support, just let me know. I love your content and everything that you do.
Way more than most people, so thank you.
I try.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.